What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and we need to talk about Pfizer stock because Pfizer is experiencing a bit of a rebound today after the recent crash. Let's take a look at the chart. You can see Pfizer stock is up almost 1%. We were just up over 1% several minutes ago. Now, what's going on with Pfizer? What has been going on with them, and where could they be going in the future? Well, to determine that, we're going to take a look at the 30-day chart. So, Pfizer has recently had some amazing news come out, right? They got full FDA approval for their COVID vaccine. There have been mandates requiring their COVID vaccine in the Pentagon, so all military personnel have to get it. A lot of companies are making mandates for this as well. So this is great news for Pfizer. There's also been talk of booster shots that they could potentially be selling. So all of this great news has been coming out around here during their peaks and has actually led to a drop in Pfizer price. Now, why would this be? Well, it's always been my suspicion, and if you've watched my other videos on Pfizer, you know that I suspect institutions are temporarily pushing down the price of Pfizer because they want to get in at lower prices and they want to buy up the shares that retail investors will be selling once they think that they've made a bad trading decision buying the stock off that good news and potentially, sell it for a loss to the institutions. That's my suspicion, right? Now, it may be that Pfizer has just reached a point where it can no longer go down anymore because we have actually hit a key level of support right here. You can see the $46 level. We just bounced off of it. And this level is actually very important because it has acted as both a resistance level in the past. You can see over here, it's acted as both a resistance level and a support level twice. And we haven't actually been able to break below 46 ever since we've broken up above it. So you can see that on today, we got very close, $46.08, and we weren't able to go down any lower. As soon as the market opened, we were shooting up, and now we're up almost 1%. Now, my suspicion is that Pfizer is going to continue this upwards move. I think that once Pfizer gets some real momentum behind it, moving in the upwards direction, that's when people are going to have to start paying the higher prices and institutions are going to say, all right, this is the cheapest we were able to get it for. Let's let this thing move up. So also what's going on with Pfizer today is there is some good news regarding the booster shots. Scientists have been discussing the need for a booster shot. Now, some of the scientists have not been as bullish on the booster shot as others, right? Some say that, it's kind of an open question how often they'll be required. However, a lot of scientists do think that for the next few years, this is a quote, it's likely that various public health authorities will choose to institute some boosting policies purely from a risk mitigation perspective. So at the very least, even if scientists can't agree 100% that these booster shots are necessary, that public figures are probably going to authorize them and recommend the use of them because it is a risk mitigation technique, right? If you get the booster shot, there's not likely that much of a downside. And if you don't use it and it ends up being necessary, then you've actually lost quite a bit, right? More people are going to get sick than otherwise would, and it's just a disaster. So a lot of people, especially even the former head of global health and healthcare at the World Economic Forum, said, "I think that this will not be the last booster. I think we're in for the long run." And this is because a lot of scientists are saying, well, maybe we'll just need a third shot, right? And that will be the last shot that we'll actually need. We'll just get one more and that's it. No need for a recurring booster. Well, the global head of health and healthcare, the former global head of health and healthcare at the World Economic Forum thinks that we'll probably need this to be a recurring thing happening, every couple of months or at least every year. So that's what a lot of the scientists are thinking. And if we look at Pfizer stock, we can see that Pfizer is reacting to this, right? They haven't in the past, but mixed with the resistance level that we just hit, or the support level that we just hit of $46, and this good news coming out for the booster shots that there's going to be a recurring source of revenue for Pfizer vaccines in the future, that this is kind of pumping Pfizer up. They're up over 1% now, and I think that this will likely continue. I think that Pfizer is on an upwards trajectory because of this good news, and as for how high it could go, obviously, I think that we'll probably break these highs, right? Because these highs came in before we actually had the good news about the FDA approval for the vaccine and the need for booster shots and the mandates requiring that military personnel get the vaccine. So I think that these old highs are old news, right? I think that we're probably going to be breaking past these sometime in the future. I can't give you too specific of a timeline, but I think that at this point, potentially we trade around in a little range for a bit and just bounce off the $46 support level a couple more times. Potentially we do that. Potentially we just start running up right now. We'll just have to wait and see. But I do think that 46 is a very strong support level and potentially a good point to be buying at if we see those prices again, if we can get close to them. We are still fairly close. 47 isn't that far off. And, potentially this is a good area to be doubling down on your Pfizer position, especially if you have a higher average cost and you want to average down your position size. Then that's something you can do right there. And something that a lot of investors are probably worried about is that maybe they put all of their money into Pfizer, they've run out of capital and they can't actually average down their cost anymore. Well, something you can do to get some free stocks is use the Webull referral link in the description or in the pinned comment. You can do that and get some free stocks. And then, once those come in, you can sell them and use them to buy Pfizer. So all you have to do is make an account to get a free stock on Webull. It's a pretty good deal. And that's all I really have for you guys today. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.